Almost all men overlook something important, even though it actually carries far more weight than they realize. And interestingly, it's something many women silently value, though they almost never express it openly. Intrigued? Stop for a moment and think about it. You've probably met men who seem to have it all. They're attractive, self-assured, perhaps even successful both financially and socially. And yet, for some reason, they struggle to build deep and genuine connections with women. Sigh. There's something that just doesn't quite fit, and they never quite understand why. Sighs. The truth is, attraction isn't solely about looks, money, or social status. What many men overlook are those small, subtle behaviors that leave a lasting impression. They aren't exaggerated or obvious gestures, but rather quiet yet powerful actions that often go unnoticed, yet shape what a woman truly feels for you. In this video, I'm going to show you some of those hidden desires that women feel, even though they rarely express them directly. These aren't your typical seduction tips that you hear everywhere. They're based on psychology and long-standing patterns of human behavior. And when you truly understand them, they can completely change how women perceive you. Now imagine this for a moment. What if you could connect with a woman on a level she doesn't even fully understand? What if you could stand out naturally, without chasing her, without over-explaining yourself, and without constantly trying to prove your worth, simply by knowing how to make her feel safe, appreciated, and emotionally understood? That alone would instantly put you ahead of most men. This is the uncomfortable truth. If you don't understand these deeper principles, you're already at a disadvantage. You could lose an attraction that had the potential to become something meaningful. You could let slip a connection that would have stayed with her long after you were gone. That's why it's so important to understand this, and once these ideas truly sink in, especially the last one, your perspective on attraction and relationships will never be the same. Before we continue, a small request. If you really want to learn and apply these ideas in your own life, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Inside Her Heart, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. It might seem like a small thing, but it's more important than you think. Your support allows me to continue creating content that can truly transform your perspective on relationships and human connection. Now let's get to the first idea, something most men completely underestimate. The silent impact of physical touch before intimacy. Curious? Imagine you're on a date. The atmosphere is perfect, the conversation flows naturally, you're both laughing and enjoying the moment. But deep down, something just doesn't quite feel right. She's present, she's paying attention, but she's not completely open with you. Then you walk her home, you text her, and then nothing, no response, just silence. This is where many men, without realizing it, lose momentum. Many believe that attraction is built solely with words. They focus on being funny, telling interesting stories, or trying to impress with what they say. But the reality is that women don't connect only through conversations, they connect through emotions, through the energy you transmit, and above all, through how they feel when they're with you. One of the most overlooked ways to build that feeling is through calm and intentional physical touch. Not something rushed or needy, and definitely not something that feels forced. It has to arise naturally, respectfully, and spontaneously. Even the smallest gesture, when it comes from genuine intention, can completely change the connection. A gentle touch on her shoulder, a slow and comforting hug, or a calm and soothing gesture at the right moment can totally transform the emotional tone between you. These simple actions communicate more than many words. For many women, emotional security matters more than physical attraction. Non-sexual physical touch sends a clear message without the need for words. It shows her that you respect her space and makes her feel she can relax with you. That feeling of comfort is what allows true intimacy to begin to develop. It's not about applying perfect techniques or putting on a show. It's about being present, taking things slowly, and paying genuine attention to her reactions. When you create an environment where she feels comfortable, you'll be able to connect with her. When she feels valued rather than pressured, everything starts to flow naturally. Men who truly excel don't try to rush or control these moments. They allow things to unfold at their own pace. They remain calm, serene, and aware of the situation. They understand that authentic connection grows in a space of calm and comfort. When you act with that tranquility and intention, you naturally become someone she feels safe with, someone she's drawn to without needing to chase or force anything. What makes this even more powerful is that it works on a level most people aren't even aware of. When a woman feels safe and emotionally comfortable with you, she naturally lets her guard down without you having to convince her of anything. That sense of tranquility doesn't come from grand gestures or dramatic movements, but from consistency and small, respectful actions. The way you sit, the way you listen, how you respond to her energy, it all has an impact. Intentional physical touch, when it feels natural, reinforces that emotional safety. Show confidence without aggression and interest without pressure. The key is attention. Observe how she responds, whether she leans in, relaxes, or pulls away. Sigh. Respecting these signals is what distinguishes a man who understands connection from one who's simply trying to impress. Sigh. Patience also plays a vital role. Many men rush things because they think they might miss the moment, but true attraction happens when there's no hurry. When you take your time and stay present, you create the space for genuine feelings to develop. That's what makes the connection feel real, memorable, and different from what she usually experiences. Another important aspect is emotional awareness. Many men focus only on what they're doing, but true connection comes from understanding what she's feeling in each moment. When you're attentive, you start noticing subtle changes in her emotional state, body language, and energy. Sigh. This allows you to react naturally instead of guessing or forcing situations. That awareness makes your presence feel calm and stable, something women rarely find. It's also important to understand that restraint is attractive. Not reacting impulsively, not rushing into physical closeness, and not trying to speed things up creates a sense of control and confidence. When your actions are slow and intentional, they feel much more authentic. It shows that you're not acting out of desperation, but from clarity and self-control. Over time, those small moments build trust. Trust transforms into comfort, and comfort opens the door to a deeper attraction. When a woman feels she can relax with you without pressure, she begins to associate you with emotional tranquility. And that feeling stays with her even after you're gone, making your presence far more impactful than any words you could say. Yeah,